Hello, and before we begin the podcast, I'd like to apologise for there being such a big gap since the last episode. It comes down to just getting people on, because I can't, expect people to just drop their shit and do a podcast. It's basically, no one gets paid, I don't get paid, they don't get paid. This is all done for fun. So there are going to be times where both on this podcast and the other podcast I do, there's going to be some gaps. But hopefully after this week, we'll get back to a more regular schedule. If not, then just wait. There'll be more. There's always more. There's always more coming. Anyway, enjoy the podcast and check out Happy Gilmore. Bye-bye. Well, not bye-bye. Stick around. Stick around. Don't bye-bye. Bye-bye at the end of the podcast. Hello and welcome to the Pugsley Crew Reviews, where we discuss all manner of films, whether they're good, bad, or, just a film. Today we have a guest. For the first time, you've been on the video game podcast, Peds' Game Shop. You've not actually been on Pugsley's Crew Reviews. So, yes, Ashiwaa.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's no problem, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well, excited to be on the first, on my first, movie podcast one. Seeing we've, what was it, two game ones we've done now, I think?
Yeah, Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2 was the
we
two
are the
games.
Little Nightmare crew.
Yeah. And now we're going to wait for Little Nightmare 3 now, which is supposedly coming out some point in the future, I think. I think it's already out. I think it's next year, isn't
it? I know it's in the works. I know they announced, was it last year they announced it, I think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
For those who are wondering, just check out Pugsley Crew, not Pugsley Crew Reviews, that's the podcast we're on. Check out Peds' Game Shack and look for Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2, and you can hear me and Ash talk about it. They're very, very fucking weird games, but really good fun as well.
Yeah, a bit creepy, a little bit.
Yeah. As per, the guest chose the film. It was Happy Gilmore. Why did you pick Happy Gilmore?
I don't know. I just like Adam Sandler films. And listen, hold the vegetable throwing. Hear me out. I just like Adam Sandler films just because the chill. You don't have to think too hard about him, and they're generally just a good laugh.
Yeah.
His later stuff's been a bit stinkier, but the old school Happy Gilmore, Little Nicky, Big Daddy, stuff like that. It's just and Waterboy. You can't help but like those films.
Yeah, they are enjoyable films. They are enjoyable films. I agree with that. I do find a lot of the other stuff a bit meh. And I've heard about Adam Sandler in more serious roles where he's meant to be very, very good in them. But I haven't seen those. But he's supposed to be really, really good. He's supposed to be a really good actor, but he just seems to having fun making films with his friends, and that seems to be his whole thing. Let's just have some fun, make a film, fucking check it out. Let's see how it goes, that kind of thing, innit?
If you can be successful at it, why not, right?
Yeah.
Why not? It's just one of those things. Another reason why I picked Happy Gilmore, it's one of those films where the film has got a heart in it. It's basically one of those messages where it's no matter how much you want to do something, you might be better suited to something else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bang on the nose. And for me, it's however much I want to do cool stuff, I suck, so I may as well just cry in the corner.
Yeah, I'm better crying than I am creating, so embrace it. That's why I'm called Wawa after all, or known as Wawa.
That's fair enough. I'm going to assume most people who are listening to the podcast have seen Happy Gilmore. They haven't watched it. And then listen along because, you probably enjoy the podcast more than after watching the film than watching the film after the podcast. Yeah, that's what I think anyway. But the film is basically about a guy who grows up and all he wants to do is play hockey. His father even dies during a hockey game, which I did laugh. I gotta be honest. I shouldn't laugh, but I did laugh.
I did.
And turns out while he's got a great slap shot, it's really, really good. he's really bad at everything else, including skating. So ice hockey is not really something he's ever gonna do good at. So he tries driving a ball in golf to make some guys, moving stuff out. Skipping a bit here. Is Gran, who he lived with growing up because his father died, his mother left. She's having her house repossessed, and while Happy Gilmore is in the house, the people who are taking the stuff out decide to have a break to drive a ball to see how far they can do it. And then Happy Gilmore drives it like 400 odd yards away, which is allegedly really good. I haven't got a clue. I don't follow golf at all because it's shit.
This makes golf entertaining, let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't really enjoy sports. So, I'm not going to enjoy like rugby or something, which is like fucking brutal, fucking fast-paced stuff. Then I'm not going to enjoy someone standing there hitting a ball for hours on end.
See, golf is one of those weird ones where I don't like watching it and I don't like playing it, but I love playing it in games.
Yeah?
It's weird. It's like I can't watch it, can't play it, but you put me in front of a game with golf in it, I'll play it all day.
See, I don't mind like mini golf style golf games, but I'm not really much of a golf game. Like I wouldn't play PGA Tour, but I would happily play golf with your friends,
Oh yeah, it's got to be an arcade version. It can't be a sim version. I'd be bored to tears, man. Like I've got the attention span of a two-year-old with a sugar rush. It's not going to work.
Might be different if you're playing it with a group of friends because they can keep you on track.
Yeah, but when are the lads going to sit down and go, you know what, let's break out DJ, we're in for a good time here. It's like, no. Got to make that interesting is turn it into a drinking game.
That's what I was thinking. Every time you don't, every shot you take a shot.
Wow, yeah, that could get messy pretty quick.
Yeah, very quick. Especially if someone would probably purposely just miss the fucking hole constantly just to get drunk.
Oh no, missed again, god damn it. Oh well. Alright, more for me, I guess. And then you've got that one guy in the friend group who refuses to take it because he just wants to win. You know, we've all got one.
I haven't got any friends.
I think I'm that person in the friend group, to be fair.
With this, then, he finds that he's good at driving a ball, goes to a driving range. I gotta be honest, when he's driving in, he smashed the window, like, yeah, haha. I didn't find that particularly funny. When he hit the guy, I didn't find that too funny, but when he hit the woman afterwards, I did find that funny because she, like, the guy got hit and he's like, my head. But when the woman was hit, she was hit on the head and then she fell out of a window. That was funnier than the guy getting hit in the head and just, like, not rolling around, but, like, moving around us and, like, I hurt my head. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then he tries for the open, doesn't he? Because there's cash involved.
Yeah. Basically, he only has an interest in golf for the simple fact that he can earn some money. He doesn't like. It's not like he's trying to earn money because he's the kind of person who's just like, I want as much money as I can get. It's literally he wants to get enough money to get his grandmother's house back, and that's all he really cared about initially. As it progresses, he cares more about the game and starts to enjoy himself by the end of the film. It's a fun film. I think like Happy Gilmore is a character that is like funny. He's not particularly likable a lot of the time because he's just like a bit of a arse towards other people because of it's mainly because of his temper, in my opinion. But at the same time, he seems to like, he seems to like wear his emotions on his sleeve. Then he loses his temper, and then he'll be like, "Ah, shit, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that," kind of thing. But you know,
Well, this is why like he was wanting to do hockey, where he's basically trying to fight everybody all the time. There's this big thing of fighting everybody,
yeah,
and being like the enforcer in hockey. And now he's come to golf, he's got to restrain himself. So obviously he goes to like the driving range, and he starts. So obviously he has to take some money off those two movers. He's like, I can make some money at the driving range, and start driving, like betting people. And then obviously a pro takes notice of him, Chubbs.
yeah, Chubbs, Carl Weathers, rest in peace.
He's a really played a really nice part in that.
Yeah,
especially after seeing him. It was Carl Weathers in Predator, wasn't it? Pretty sure.
No, it was John Glover.
Wait, John Glover.
Oh wait,
wait,
no, sorry, I was thinking of Predator 2. John Glover's in Predator 2. In Predator, I believe it's Carl Weathers who's like, and he
you mean Danny Glover?
Danny Glover, yeah. John Glover's a different guy again. Fuck me, I'm getting all my names mixed up today. What's wrong with you?
I'm Predator, man. Like I could be wrong.
No, I think it is Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
When he grabs Arnie's arm and the muscles are all bulgy and sweaty.
It's been a long time since I've watched that film, but yeah, it's and then seeing him something more chill like Happy Gilmore. Because basically the story with Chubbs is, he's a pro. He had to retire because he went to get lost his ball in the rough, and an alligator bit his hand off.
And he removed the alligator's eye.
He's got a big prosthetic like hand, hasn't he? Like a big wooden that some batter. But still, he's a nice character in that. I like him in that.
Yeah. He's a nice he's a good character. He's fun. And it's cool to see him play like just a chill guy. Like I'm not used to seeing him as a chill guy, because it was Carl Weathers in Rocky as well. My brain is so awful gone.
I'm awful with actors' names. Terrible with them, to be fair. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Carl Weathers in he plays Apollo Creed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
he was massive back in the day. Like he's ripped as hell, man.
Yeah.
It's insane. I think this is one of the first times you see him in a role where he's not playing like a serious role.
Yeah. He's just kind of chill, and he's like, I'm to just chill and go to your happy place and take time and enjoy the game. Whereas in Rocky, he's like, let's punch it.
Yeah. Basically, that's what Happy Gilmore is. Let's just punch it, But he takes him under his wing and guides him to like this open. So if you win this open, you get a chance to be on the Pro Tour, which is like big time money for him. So basically, long story short, he ends up getting onto the tour. He can't putt, so he has to. So Chubbs has to be like, listen, we're gonna have to learn you how to putt. That's where he comes in with a happy place.
Yeah. To be fair, he does say to him, don't go on the tour this year, do it next year. Give me time to coach you properly. And he's like, nah, man, I need the money. Like, I need to do it. And obviously to other people, it probably just seems like he wants money. He's like, just wants his riches. But obviously we as the viewer knows that he wants this money to get his grandmother's house back, which in the end, skipping to the end, she's like, I don't really care, it's just a house. There's more important things than a house. So,
yeah. Also, to add to the agency of why he pushes to get on the tour, it's because it's going up for auction.
Yeah.
So he's got a very strict deadline of when this needs to happen.
Yeah, I don't think he realises it's going up for auction, but he got a certain date to get it by. He's told that he has a certain date to get the money by to get the house back. And it's going to be sold. That's what he's told. If you don't get it, if you don't have the money by this date, it'll be sold. So to me, it seems like the way it was described is they were. I wouldn't be like, if it was me as Happy Gilmore and that was happening, my thought would be, oh, well, I could just buy it back, just like he did, because they didn't say, oh, we're going to auction off at this date. It's, if you don't get the money by this date, we're getting rid of it, that, like, we're going to sell your house. That implies that he has a chance of getting his house before it's sold on. But obviously that's not what happens.
Yeah, and it made me laugh when he says, like, you got to get this, there's nothing we can do, we've got to get this money by this date, you hate me now, don't you? And then the next minute you see the old Fresh Prince of Bel-Air style being chucked out of the house, it's like, yeah, he hates me.
It is great, because he's like, no, I don't hate you.
Dush.
No, it's fun.
But then when he gets on the tour, he's like plays it like he's playing hockey. So, how can I put it? In attracts like the working class crowd, and
Yeah,
everybody like football for anybody that you would not associate with goal.
Yeah, it's fun because when he starts off, like, there's a lot of swearing, a lot of aggression. He punches other players and stuff like that. And obviously, he has to tone it down there. The thing is where every time that like he's swearing, it shows it from a TV standpoint, where they bleep all the swearing. You can make out every single word quite clearly what he's saying.
One of the best when he's fighting other players. One of the best ones. We're not going to skip ahead too far. We'll circle back to this, but when you're gonna get it now, Bobby. He starts fighting Bob Barker.
Yeah, I found that fight funny because he fights with Bob Barker and then he knocks Bob Barker out and he's on the floor out cold. And then I think when he goes, the price is wrong, bitch, he's like, give him a second win. So we come across, how fucking dare you? Indignation.
I think you've had enough. No, now you've had enough.
Yeah. There's some fucking really funny moments in this. And I know a lot of people dislike Adam Sandler films, but I do think his earlier ones, especially for me, this or Motorboy, are particularly great. Like,
I personally think a lot of people turn their nose up at Adam Sandler films because they think that, oh, it's like gutter trash. Like, no, it's something you put on to have a laugh, and that's it. There's no deeper meaning, no deeper plot. It's just there for a bit of amusement, right? And I think people just get lost in that. It's like, oh, it's just for an artistic purpose. Like, no, it's just for a laugh. Like, you can have things for a laugh, It does occur.
Yeah, not everything needs to be Citizen fucking Kane. Not that I've seen Citizen Kane.
I've not seen it either. It's way too high class for me, or highbrow for me. But it's more the fact I think people just thought that movies were meant to be fun, and not like a complete piece or saying a message or anything like this. It's just meant to be fun. Just enjoy it. Yeah, and I think that's stuff where with Adam Sandler stuff where it gets lost in translation a little bit. Like, they're not the best thing in the world, but they're like how can I put it? Just comfort food.
Mm.
Like the older ones where you can just put it on and go, oh yeah, like, it's just chill. Like, when you're not feeling great, if you had a bad day and you just stick an Adam Sandler film on. Oh, I've not seen Big Daddy for a while. I've not seen Happy Gilmore. I've not seen Little Nicky for ages.
Yeah, it is one of those films you can stick on.
Yeah.
I put it on and I was like, I haven't seen this for a while. Let's just enjoy. And I did, like I said to you, I'd probably write some notes down. And I managed to write down 3, and then I just carried on watching the film and enjoying it. And the literally, I wrote, I did laugh at the father dying. And I was like, poor Carl Weathers' hand. And lastly, the first caddy is treated really weirdly. Because the first caddy he has, he like obviously takes Happy Gilmore's clubs.
Yeah. And
Happy tackles him and he's like, hey, give me my fucking clubs back, bitch. He doesn't say those words. So that kind of film. And then he's like, oh no, I'm your caddy. I meant to carry him for you. He's like, oh, I'll carry him. And then he's like, 1 minute he's strangling him. The next minute he's jumping around with him. And it's like, what is up with him? Like, he's just fucking mental.
But he doesn't. It's because he doesn't know how to act, did it? Because he didn't even have the concept of caddy. It's like when he gets his second caddy. It's like, right. It's like, who's your caddy? It's like, you guys are meant to give me one. It's like, no, on the Pro Tour you supply your own caddy. And he literally goes out and gets a homeless guy to be his caddy and puts socks on his golf clubs. It's just so deadpan, which I didn't realise. The actor that played the homeless guy is one of the gay friends in Big Daddy. Yeah, which is in a lot of stuff. It's in all his films, but I think there's a group of friends that just are always in his films, regardless. Like, mm. Oh yeah, Happy Madison. That's another one, isn't it? Oh no, but Billy Madison. Billy Madison. Not Happy Madison. Yeah, yeah. But I think a lot of those comedians around that time all helped each other out anyway. Well, no, if you know your mates who can do it, why not use them, right? Like, you don't have to give everyone like new opportunity all the time. It's if your friends can do it and like you get on, why not, right? I don't think we get them films anymore. I think the last ones we got ended in like the mid noughties, and I hate using the term noughties, but still, like, it's where you get like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what was the one that Ryan Reynolds did? Van Wilder. That's it. Those type of music, American Pie, and all that sort of stuff. Oh God, no. I like the films, but I don't think they'd work now. I think they try way too hard on like the new language the kids are using now. Yeah, no. I just pause when Out New comes on now and get the Google thing like, what does that mean? Oh yeah, but that's not me, is it? So I'm going to be selfish on this. That's true, and also, mm, I don't think they'd ever do it, because wow, that'd be retro now, wouldn't it? Oh my God, yeah, it's like 35 years ago, man. That's scary. I don't like thinking like that. Yeah, 5 and 15 for me, so roughly it's same. Yeah, I ain't got it yet. I'm still holding out. That's true. Jumping hell. I'd have to, I'd have to do well to get 4 kids in a week. Bloody hell. I'd have to be on a rate shift. But no, then obviously with like on this tour, he obviously gets a rival. the guy's kind of a dick. I'm not gonna lie. Very dumb humor in it and stuff. It's well, that's what I mean. That's what you need sometimes, right? Everything has to be clever. um, but no, I said I don't know, all he wants is shoot McGavin. All he wants is the golden jacket. He thinks it's his turn, and obviously Happy Gilmore joining has deterred from that and degraded the sport in his eyes. But obviously, because the ratings are high, he gets kept on. I d- Hmm. It's yeah. Well, also, you could describe that about most sports. You know, goes place hits the ball, goes to the other place. Sorry, I got interrupted. I do apologise. Basically, about most sport. If you, I suppose, if you take an interest in it or not, right? But for me, it's not for me. I can't watch it and I can't play it. We'll put a video game form. I can do it if it's arcadey. So I understand the fun of it, but yeah, it just seems like a lot of work, and it seems like a very old man sport. I'll be honest. Well, I'll never be old enough to get into golf. Once I start getting into golf, that's when I've got to admit it. I've like matured a bit too much, you know. Absolutely. It's just one of those. It's one of those feel good films that goes with a bunch of Adam Sandler films from the 90s. And I know people say they don't like Adam Sandler. That's fair enough. It just, I find his movies fun in hearing, you know. So I would highly recommend it. It's just a laugh, right? Don't take it too seriously. Just enjoy it for what it is. No, that's about it. I think like hockey plays golf, you know, goes on a wacky journey. I think that's about the most tagline you need. Go watch it. Bye.
You're gonna beat me? At golf? Oh, you're on. You're in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No,